So we just got our first look at the live action adaptation of Street Fighter coming out next year. Let's talk about it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of those games that I played a lot as a kid. Really, it was more like Marvel vs. Capcom, and I used the Street Fighter characters a lot in there, but I also use the Marvel characters a lot because, hey, you know. They have made a film before, back in 1994, and it wasn't very well received. However, news broke out a few years ago that they were making a Street Fighter live adaptation specifically to reboot this franchise, make a new franchise out of it. We talked a little bit about it on my channel not too long ago, actually. I think it was about maybe 6 months ago, where we talked about the whole entire cast. This cast is stacked, man. You have Noah Centineo as Ken, Andrew Koji as Ryu. You got my tribal chief, Roman Reigns, playing not Blanca, Akuma. David Dastmalchian, you got Cody Rhodes, WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, as Guile. You got Eric Andre in there, Andrew Scholes. You got 50 Cent playing Balrog, Jason Momoa as Blanca. The list goes on and on and on, man. This cast is stacked. But we talked about the cast does not make a good movie. And, you know, we know that, of course. Like, we've seen great casts. We have seen great casts in movies, and the movie just is extremely terrible. And we are all excited about the cast being so good. But what is the movie actually going to look like? That was the question on all of our minds. Not all of our minds. I feel like a lot of you guys didn't even know that this movie was coming out. We just got our first look at some footage last night at the Game Awards, and the whole cast came out on stage. It was awesome. They did a whole presentation of an award, and a lot of the cast started speaking to the audience. It came with a 60-second clip. A little 60-second teaser trailer, and man, this movie is probably top 3 most anticipated movies of 2026. Okay, no, not top 3, but it's top 5 for sure. I got Avengers Doomsday, The Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and honestly, at number 4, I think I have Street Fighter. This looks insane. Now look. This is not an A24. This is not an A24 super cinematic drama, okay? This is Street Fighter. This is based on a video game where they beat each other up. There is a story, yes, but we know damn well there's not going to be that much of a story here. The fact that this movie looks as good as it does, in those 60 seconds, hyper stylized, just balls to the wall action, over the top acting. You know, Cody Rhodes looks insane there. All of the action, the fighting, it looks like, and we only got a little bit of this, but it looks like they got the fighting down. All right, let me read the premise here real quick. Set in 1993, estranged Street Fighters Ryu and Ken are thrown back into combat when the mysterious Chun-Li recruits them to the next World Warrior Tournament. A brutal clash of fists, fate, and fury, but behind this battle royale lies a deadly conspiracy that forces them to face off against each other and the demons of their past. If they don't, it's game over. Okay. That's a new premise, okay? We didn't have a premise before. That is a new premise. So it looks like they actually have a story. Oh my God, what can I say about this, man? Okay. As a fan of just really stupid movies, but like so stupid that they're good, this movie looks like it's one of them. However, I am very, very excited to see what they do with this kind of story, because Mortal Kombat, if you did not see Mortal Kombat, they tried a similar story to this. I mean, they're basically like, they're kind of the same game, right? They're fighting games. There's a tournament. Yeah. They kind of did something like this. It didn't click with me. I didn't really like it. And the tournament didn't even happen in the first one. It's supposed to happen in the second one. So that first Mortal Kombat movie didn't really work for me. If this movie works out, and it is exactly what they say, it's a tournament where they have to just, all you're going to see is just fights, and whoever wins, they advance into the tournament. If that's how they do that, and it's as hyper stylized as it is in this teaser trailer, if it's, you know, just super, I'm using the word stupid. It's not stupid, but it's like, it's stupid. Like, it's stupid fun, right? If they do that in this movie, I've got a lot of hope for this movie. And yeah, man, I believe that this movie is going to be good, and I'm hoping that this movie is going to be as good as it looks. That 60-second trailer really got me excited. So look, that's all I'm gonna say for now. We can talk about Street Fighter later, because dude, honestly, I might make more videos on this. I loved this, and I am extremely interested in whatever they're doing with this. So look, if you guys like the video, go ahead, like the video, comment down below. Trying to build a community here, so you know, put all your thoughts on the Street Fighter trailer down below if you saw it. But what are your thoughts on that trailer? Again, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm super excited for it. I just think it looks fantastic. I mean, the cinematography to the little soundtrack choice that they had, the costume design, and then just the over-the-top stupidity from what I saw in that 60-second trailer. This instantly shot up Street Fighter to my number 4 most anticipated movie of next year. And I'm not fucking kidding. Like, this is insane. So again, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought about the Street Fighter trailer. That's all I got for you today. More videos on the way soon. And until next time, I will see you later.